what are some of the ways that social media has impacted you and your kind of digital privacy? And so anyone can just kind of.
Okay, hello. So I would like to say positively and negatively at the same time. Because when I first got social media and I didn't know how to like navigate it, I would like to say I got a little depressed because there's just so much and so much news coming at you, and oh, this person died, this person this, and then there's just so much violence, and then there's all these like social media influencers to where it's like, oh, you need to look like this and such and such. So it was like a lot to navigate. But once I kind of understood how to navigate it, it became easier. And I found lots of like TikTokers who are very positive and spread positivity, which brings like just a little bit of joy to the world, which I found very great. And that also brought me to a question that I wanted to ask really quick to
Mhm.
I just wanted to know what everyone kind of thought of. Do you think users should also be held to a higher standard, just like the social media platforms? Like, do you think people should be, um, if they post something that they probably shouldn't, should they be banned for life?
One of the things that I'm super concerned about is something called algorithmic escalation. So Facebook has run multiple studies where you take blank accounts and you follow some moderate topics. It could be center left, center right politically. It could be innocuous topics like healthy eating on Instagram. And just by clicking on the content provided and following groups or hashtags suggested, within a very short amount of time, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, you get taken to incredible extreme content. You can go from center right to white genocide, or center left to should we kill Republicans, right? Like crazy stuff. Or in the case of healthy eating, you can get pushed to self-harm and eating disorder content. And so I do want to be a little careful when we assign responsibility to individuals about how, like, you may be clicking on things, but if the algorithms are continuously pushing you towards more extreme topics because you're more likely to engage with them, we have to be a little careful about what are we even consenting to. But with regard to the question of like, should people be responsible for what they post? There are many, many things that are hard about how we architect these platforms today in terms of accountability to individuals, right? That if you post something that is horrific, let's say you have a First Amendment right to say horrible things, right? You can stand on a street corner and you can scream about, anti-Semitic things and conspiracy theories about certain groups running the world. You have a First Amendment right to say those things. So I think it'll be very difficult to pass laws, at least, that would cause that. And I think people would push back if you had those kinds of policies in general. But I think the secondary thing is I do think there's a difference between freedom of speech and freedom of reach. So choices on who you give more distribution to are, my table leg just collapsed. I've been knowing that was going to come for a while. Okay, we're going to see. Just going to hold up for the rest of today. Sorry, guys. I did not think that was going to happen. My desk for, I don't know, a year has been basically like a TV tray that my husband bought for some other purpose. It's a long story, and it has not been designed to be used as intensively as I have used it. And unfortunately, you guys are paying the cost for it now. But I think there's questions around, if let's say you ban someone. So I fully support kicking people's accounts off, right? Like if you are inciting violence, it is the right and duty of an operator to, take your account down, in my opinion. For most other things, I'm not as extreme on that, but I do believe that you want to make sure you understand the biases in your algorithms, because right now people who say extreme things get much, much more distribution than people who say thoughtful things or things that are designed to reach across the aisle.